I think the main point is just like selfishness in a way. Because even even kind of like Taylor could see it. You know what I mean? When I was talking to Taylor, it was kind of brought up in a joking way, but he even brought up that like Matt's kind of selfish and he's not even in the gang. You know what I mean? And he can see that. So I think that's definitely the main issue, and obviously not listening to Stay. But
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing in my opinion, is that the fact that he just won't listen to Steve. And this is why I told Steve, is I feel like he's treating Steve like he did Guitar.
That is a pretty valid statement, I would say.
I have a question for you two then. Because like as a leader, right, I'll get brought stuff like this, and issues will get brought to my attention, and providing the issue is one thing, but I think sometimes it's nice to be direct and know exactly what is your ideal resolution in your head, because I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I know that both of you will think that I don't go hard enough on Matt, but I'm also willing to slap it in front of you and go, would you kick him?
Do you okay, I'll be honest, if it's not kicking, at least put him to hang around.
I would probably
But
agree.
then I'm also gonna call your bluff, and I'm gonna say that's also a lot easier to say on your side of the fence.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm not sitting here saying that that's not what I'm gonna do or whatever. I'm gonna I will deal with it, yeah. But I want to make sure you know that if you're bringing shit to me with an undertone of like, because I'm not stupid, right? When I'm receiving this, it's like obvious that you want something to happen from it. So that's why I want to put it straight. You're saying he should be put to a hangaround, is what you're saying, both of you, with chest.
In my honest opinion, the thing is, right? The biggest thing, like I said, is the fact that he doesn't respect the 2IC. He obviously only listens to anything that you say, right? Which is a huge problem, you know? Because if somebody doesn't respect the 2IC, how are you going to have any other sort of like positions in a gang if he won't listen to the second in command, which is a huge thing. And I can tell you right now, I feel like if this was any other gang, Matt would already be gone.
Do you want me to ask John if he wants to come down, bro? Because he's been pretty involved with like everything.
No, I'm not gonna do a three-way one-sided take on it. I'll speak to both sides before I get other people involved like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll speak to him. I've already told him he needs to listen to the 2IC. I just wanted to make sure I bring it to your plate so you know, like, because a lot of people will push someone to that point where action needs to be took, but then play all shocked when that action gets took. So I want to know that, I want you to both know that, like, when it comes to a situation like this, there's like a level of responsibility there.
I get you.
No, 100%. I think personally, even if it's a temporary thing, it would kind of be good just so that he knows shit might actually happen.
I think it would humble him, I think.
Because he does give off an aura of being like, he thinks he's untouchable. Not even just by you. Like, there's the whole thing of like, no one will rob him on money runs and stuff like that. And I don't know. I feel like I think it'd be a good thing for sure, even if it's only like a temporary one. Even if he's like hang around, but I'm not saying tell him that he's hanging around a week. I'm saying like if you make him hang around and then promote him a week later, but like not as like a preemptive thing, something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know if I'm doing words right.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, yeah, I'll speak to him. I'm not gonna sit and say what's gonna happen here and there.
Yeah, 100%. Because there is also the fact that you don't really know how to talk, so he could have like other intentions, but not be able to get.
I'm just making sure you're aware of the scenario, because you will have this, right? If Matt, say for example, right, I have a meeting with Matt. You two brought this to me. I end up making Matt hang around. I will tell you right now that there is probably 100, maybe a 95% chance that he drops doing laundromat stuff and does fuck all for the group.
That's fine. I can.
So that's another thing where I'm saying you're happy for that to just run, yeah?
I forgot to mention something.
Before you mention that, you have to like answer that. You're blessed with that.
Sorry. Yeah.
So if he walks away tomorrow and never comes back, you'll sleep fine with that, both of you.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could find somebody willing to.
I said like from the laundromat or from the gang.
I'm talking. No, I'm talking the gang.
True, yeah.
I'm talking if this man completely says, "All right, cool. Look, hang around. Say no more." if I completely walk away from this group, you two will just be blessed with that.
I mean, that's more on him, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It is, but
if that's what he's gonna be like,
I'm
then...
asking you two because I am gonna be real with you. It's so easy to bring me the info and want someone gone, but are you really on the business of wanting a man gone? That's what I'm asking you two right now.
Well, no, I don't want him completely gone, but he needs to be punished
gone,
in some way. And if you say to him that he's hang around, and then he takes that and says, right, fuck that, then I'm gonna throw my shit out the pram and leave, then that's on him.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like we don't want him gone, but what he does after you give him that information, that's on him.
And there's been and I've spoke to Steve as well, because obviously you weren't around, about bro, brothers that say they're gonna leave over shit, bro, to make a point, shouldn't be in the gang. I'm gonna be so real. Like, there was a situation with Max as well, where he was like, did I tell you about the shit where it's like he got stuff stolen from him, and then he was like, I'm gonna leave the gang. If
you told me. James is the gang
bro.
Snitch.
Shit like that is stupid as fuck. And Steve agreed.
Yeah, I was meant to speak to him before I went away, but I didn't cross paths.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Steele's say a bunch of shit, I'm sure, when you see him. But you know, the other thing that I was gonna mention before that is that when originally we like confronted him about it in a way, and like Steve spoke to him, he then like the day after said to the pushers, right, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. Go and sell your shit to James instead, because I'm not doing it. So like there was a whole day where he like threw a hissy fit and
Steve,
didn't
I'm
want to deal with
telling
shit,
you, bro.
And, like, stepped back
These
from it
man
is,
is,
for a day,
I swear to God, bro, it's like mum and dad. It actually is like mum and dad, bro.
Which is, you know, another thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Say no more. Leave it with me.
All right, mate. All right. Thank you for listening.
Of course. Anytime.
Bye.
So an issue like this that's been presented right now is not a massive deal. Like, it's a disagreement between the group. It's a problem, right? Whatever. The reason why these type of things become so, oh my God, Matt again, because it's of his past, and it's because it's not like a one and done thing. So like, people will not necessarily overreact, but problems will be made out to be huge, not because the problem itself is huge, but because he's been making problems for a minute. You know what I mean? So it's like, at that point, it realistically, it's just gonna, SK as a leader will just have to make him a hang around, unfortunately. Like, it is one of those. If everyone in the group is saying that this is happening, there's not really any other option for SK at that point, you know? And what if that happens, he needs to come back and like he needs to get hang around and then like set a new precedent, because as much as he does create a lot of problems, he also fucked himself over, because he some smaller shit that other people would get away with, he would never get away with anymore, because his past